We'd like to welcome back to Art in the Air Spotlight as they start a new season, but actually they're going to host something that's kind of unique from the Dunes Arts Foundation. They're going to be bringing in a show from New York City from the acting company, August Wilson's Two Trains Running, directed by Lily Ann Brown. And they're going to do that before they actually start their regular season. Today we have, of course, Stephen Scott, the artistic director for the Dunes Arts Foundation, and, of course, Elise Kamani, the managing director. Thank you for coming on Art in the Air Spotlight and telling about this kind of new venture.
Yeah, aloha, both of you. It's nice seeing you.
It's good to see you both, too. Well, this is very exciting for us. The acting company has now been around for about 50 years and was started actually as to accommodate Juilliard school graduates. They put together a company of the recent theater graduates to take them around the country doing usually productions of classics. The company itself has changed. It's not so strongly allied with Juilliard now, but they still do a tour mostly through the Midwest, taking large-scale productions and small productions to various Midwestern cities. And we have been able to secure them for one night in Michigan City on the evening of March 24th at 7 o'clock at the Holcraft Center, to present a concert reading of one of the plays in their repertoire, Two Trains Running by August Wilson, which I think it's not only a brilliant play, it also reintroduces people to August Wilson, who was a playwright. Although he was very prolific in his career, he may not be somebody that everyone knows now, and he's a very important writer in many, many ways. So we're very excited about being able to sponsor that concert reading on the 24th.
How did that come about?
Well, the managing director of the acting company is actually somebody that I worked with in Chicago years ago, and he called Elise, actually. He had heard about the Dunes from a couple of people who have worked there, heard about its reputation. They were looking for a place to do kind of a layover job between two major engagements, and Michigan City seemed to be the logical place because they're going to be in Michigan and then in Iowa after they're done. So they called us, which was lovely, and we were able to figure out very easily how to do this and when to do it and all of that. So we're very excited because it also means that the Dunes has a good reputation out there, which is great.
Yeah. And the Holcraft is a very nice facility.
Yes, it's big enough to accommodate the community, which we're really hoping will come out for this. We're
you've made it very accessible by donation, pretty much.
Exactly. It's by donation, starting at $5 all the way up to $50 if you want to help us out. And it's also free to Michigan City area school teachers and students and employees. And this is the Chicago stop. They were trying to get a theater in Chicago, and most of those theaters already were booked up. So we're really happy to be able to host them for their Chicago spot.
Oh, yeah. No, it's great. But about half the cast and the director are from Chicago. So we're going to have some Chicago people in the audience, too. It'll be great.
That'll be a great for you. Steve, maybe just give us a thumbnail sketch of what the Two Trains Running is about.
Well, August is famous for his America cycle, which each play shows one decade, or it takes place in a decade of the 20th century, and shows basically the effects of the world politics and national politics and what's going on common people. Two Trains Running takes place in 1969, the year after Martin Luther King's assassination, and a time when the world kind of blew up in terms of the civil rights movement. It takes place in a restaurant in the Hill section of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which is where most of August's plays are set. And the plot is actually very simple. The owner of the restaurant is faced with losing his restaurant. Business has died, especially in the last decade. He wants to sell it, but he's in danger of just being taken over by the city and the restaurant torn down. And basically, that provides the story. But the important thing are the people in this restaurant. A restaurant which used to be a community center now has representatives from all facets of the Hill District. a recently released ex-con, an elder man who has very strong religious feelings, a number of people. And it's just kind of a fascinating glimpse of where we were in that decade if we were dealing with the realities of life.
Well, excellent. What a great thing to bring to Dunes Arts Foundation and everything like that. And, we're coming up on our last minute here, and we want to give you a chance to think about what you might have this season. I know you're mulling over it, and we're going to, of course, have you back to talk about the whole season and individual shows. But real quickly, tell us a little bit what's in mind.
Well, I can tell you, I can't tell you titles at this point, but I can tell you that we're opening with a mystery, which I think, and it's a mystery that I think everybody will recognize, and it's really one of the great thrillers of the American stage and the American cinema. The second play is going to be a play by John Patrick Shanley, the author of Doubt. We're looking at another of his plays, which is a kind of romantic comedy set in Ireland. And then the third play will be a musical. And this year, we've done some very serious musicals in the past. This year will be a very happy one, a romantic musical. So we're looking forward to that. And then, of course, we'll be doing our cabaret in August.
That sounds great. It's always a great season and a wonderful location. And, of course, you've renovated many things there and brought it up to snuff quite a bit and everything like that. Again, August Wilson's Two Trains Running, presented by the Dunes Arts Foundation, Monday, March 24th at 7 p.m. at the Holcraft Performing Arts Center. Thank you, Steve and Elise, for coming on Art of the Year Spotlight.
Thank you, Larry and Esther. Thank you.
Yeah, so nice. Thank you.
Art of the Year Spotlight and the complete one-hour program on Lakeshore Public Media is brought to you by McCauley Real Estate in Valparaiso, Olga Patrician, Senior Broker.